Uh, Needless to say, we had to ramp it up in the booth when we called our first playoff game, and especially to win that game on a game-winning field goal. So, Bram and I, we had to ramp it up a little bit.
Talk about this team. You played 7 years with the organization, and it was before then is the last time they won a playoff game.
Right.
6,945 days in between playoff wins. You've been around for a bunch of them. This team, how do you explain what they are currently doing?
Man, I tell you what, it's been a magical season. I would say it starts with Dan Quinn and the way he's brought this team together so quickly. The roster is about 70% turnover on this roster from last year's team, and the way they've been able to do this so quickly. Obviously, you hit a home run with Jayden as the quarterback, and him being able to do the things he's done as a rookie. But these guys, they play with so much confidence, and Dan Quinn has that motto: anybody, anywhere, anytime, and they believe in it. They play with great confidence. They're prepared. The late game situations. This was our fifth straight kind of game winning or win on a last play of the game scenario, and that's a testament to him and his coaching staff and how they prepare throughout the week to get these guys ready for these moments, and there's no moment too big for them, and they feel like they're going to win each and every ball game.
I'm sure it was a fun plane ride back to the DMV area. What's the mindset of this team now heading into play Detroit? No one's going to pick them to win, us against the world mentality. But what's the mindset of this team? Nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, well, it's the mindset that they're not going in it. I don't think they're going in like, hey, nothing to lose, because that's the kind of like, underdog mentality. It's a mindset where these guys feel like they're one of the better teams in the National Football League, and their mantra all year, and it's around the building, it's around the stadium, is everywhere you see it on T-shirts. Their mantra is, and their message is, anybody, anywhere, anytime, and they believe that they're gonna go into that game. They know it'll be tough. Detroit, uh, one of the best, if not the best team in the National Football League. So it's not going to be an easy task, but they'll be up for the challenge. They'll be ready for a ball game.
How impressive you've had a good seat all season long. How impressive you've been have has Jayden been for you?
Man, he's been phenomenal to be able to do what he's done this early in his career, this stage in his career. There's times where they mention him with Hall of Famers like the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady, I think the Drew Brees, some of the things that he's accomplished, and it wasn't them accomplishing these things as rookies. These guys accomplished these things later in their careers, but he's just been phenomenal, unflappable. No moment seems too big for him. Yesterday, last night in that ball game, there were a tremendous amount of a number of plays that he made, throws, scrambles, extending the plays, and making throws down the field. That it's just like, wow, we're witnessing something special.
What's the key to going into Detroit, and taking care of business as a defensive guy? How do you shut that offense down? What's the key to getting the
Yeah,
victory?
it's yeah, that offense, man. They present a lot of challenges. Have great skill players. Ben Johnson, the outstanding play caller. It's one where you're gonna have to kind of slow this offense down as much as possible. I don't think you're not gonna completely shut the Detroit Lions offense down. You might have to. It may be a situation. Hey, well, we're gonna give up some yards, but if we can hold them to field goals and win the third down, and in their case probably win some fourth down scenarios, it's gonna be that type of ball game. But because they have explosive players as runners, they got explosive receivers, so it's not a situation where you go in there and say, hey, all right, we shut down their run game and put it all on Jared Goff, and he can and see if he can beat us. Now he can beat us throwing. They can beat you throwing the football, or they can beat you running the football. So it's going to be a tall task, and I'm sure. And I'm anxious to see the game plan that they come up with. Joe Witt Jr., who's the defensive coordinator here, first year defensive coordinator, has done an outstanding job, especially when you look at where this group was week one against Tampa Bay and where they were last night in that wild card victory.
Any prediction for the game? I know obviously you're biased, but what does your gut say?
Hey, what do you think of? What do you think my gut said? We're going in there, man, and hey, if they allow us to come down to the wire, I like our chances. But I'm expecting it to be a great game. That's what I'll say. Expecting it to be a great game, and I wouldn't put anything past this football team, man. They believe, they play with great confidence, and they find a way to win close ball games. And I believe wholeheartedly in this football team that they can go in there and win that game. And it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. I think this will be the most hostile environment that we played in and will play in all.
And they'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Smith escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.